Hi guys, welcome to this video about the TOGUARD dual dash cam to 1080p plus 1080p. I will do a little bit talk about the listing on Amazon which we have here and tell you why I decided for this camera, and then I will do the unboxing and I will show how to install or how I installed that, and yeah, of course at the end I will provide some video footage as well. So we start here with the Amazon listing. It's now listed for $92.99. When we see the price has gone up a little bit, of course they entered the market on a really low price. That was the point where I've been buying it. Unfortunately I didn't have time to install it till now, but the good thing, it seems that it comes with a 12 months warranty, so I'll be able to do something in case it doesn't work. So the reason why I bought this, I had parking damage like 1 year ago or so, and yeah, so somebody hit our car on the side, and I decided to buy something which is able to monitor almost 360 degrees in good quality with a parking monitor, means motion detection. So yeah, what the good things are here: we have a dual lens 1080p, so we have two cameras. They have both 1080p. There are a lot of dash cams which have only 720, or one camera with 1080 and one camera with 720. So this dash cam has both cameras with 1080p, and they have a wide angle. Both have wide angle, as you can see. Both come with a 170 degree angle. In total that makes 340 degrees, so only 20 degrees are not shown here on this picture. It's actually a little bit embarrassing for the yeah, for the manufacturer, because this is not a 170 degree angle. What they are showing 170 degrees is definitely more than that, and the gap between these two 170 degrees cameras is way smaller, so they do not exaggerate. They do actually, how to say, it's actually understatement. It's even better than what you see on this picture. Yeah, they say they have Sony image sensor, but of course the Sony image sensor is only as good as the lenses are, so we'll see then how good they are. Here we have the dimensions: 2-inch screen, yeah, dual sentry parking mode, so we'll see how that works. Cheese sensor in case of you have any damage. And here we have a nice video. If you're interested, click on that. Yeah, based on my experience, I would say this is a paid video. It's not a bad review. It shows unboxing and some footage, but it's definitely, I would say 90% sure it's a paid video. Yeah, but anyway, that doesn't matter. So here we have, yeah, dual lens 1080p, 2 times what's that? Oh, okay, yeah, 170 plus 170, 340, and they are 270 degree rotatable, both of them, I think. Not 360, but it's not needed. You don't need that. You don't have to. You won't. You don't want to record your feet or whatever. So and the roof, a ceiling. I mean, yeah, nobody needs that. Continuous loop recording and Qi sensor, parking monitor, motion detection, and it comes with 30-day money back and 12 months warranty. So let's move on to the unboxing. So we are now at the unboxing of the TOGUARD dual 1080p dash cam with the two cameras. Here we have some description. And yeah, let's open that. Okay, I had to cut these two seals on the side. Now, of course, we have to open like this. Yeah, so we have the camera. It's pretty small. That's nice, not too big. Yeah, looks like it's easy to attach. So this is really lightweight. That's good. So it shouldn't fall or drop too early. So the camera lenses are protected. They are movable in not free, but really small, like a couple of degrees when you move them around. That's really good. So, but it says really one is rear, one is front. I don't know why, but probably they have different functionality. Here we have some buttons, reset, power, USB, here, whatever that is. Can't figure it out at the moment. But yeah, and here we have the screen, some notice. The camera records FHD video. Please use high-speed micro SD card. The writing speed needs to be class 10 or above. Please format the memory card in the camera menu before using. Yeah, that's always a good idea to format it in the camera like here, because if you don't do that, it could be in a wrong format. I had this already, this problem, that I have formatted it in my computer, and so I ended up with SD card inside which was unusable. So it's nicely protected. What we get, this 12-volt cable. It's a mini USB, as most of the cameras today. So we need some input output, as you can see, 2.1 amps output, and here we have probably data cable, or what's that? So we get two mounting plates with 3M tape. That's good. So if you're planning to buy a new car, or maybe move it to another place, or it breaks, I don't know, that's a good thing to have a spare one. Here we have the data cable. It's yeah, mini USB, because this one you can't use for data because it's just providing the power. So it's good to have one if you don't have one already. And here we have 4 of these cable mounts or cable clips. I think you can just attach it to the window and then put this cable underneath, so it's nicely secured. 4 of them are, yeah, it's not so much. I've already had a camera and I think they came up about 10, maybe 10 of these, but I bought some extra ones. It's always a good idea to buy some extra of these things, because 4, it's a little bit, it's actually not enough, I would say. I mean, it would help, but it's not the best way to secure the cable. Dash cam recording, yeah, you can put this sticker so people are maybe a little bit more careful around your car. How to redeem free gift. Nice. Oh, support. Here we have a support email. That's good. And how to write your experience. What's that? I don't know. Is that Amazon review? I don't know. Facebook, yes. Not having a positive experience. So that's the
support email if you need some clarification regarding some things. And here we have some instructions menu. So I will show every page, so in case you need it, you can probably I hope the resolution is enough so you can see that. If you don't need that at the moment, just fast forward with the video a little bit. I'm just trying to help to people who have lost their manual. Happens sometimes, or they throw it away or just can't find. Take some time. So that's probably the end of the English instruction, and here's just Chinese or Japan. Japanese. Okay, so that's it. Looking good for now. And now we have I don't know what that is. So looks, maybe it's something we need to remove the plate if it's locked, so you can go underneath and grab it, or remove this plate. I don't know, I have to figure out in the instructions, but next step we'll go to the car and attach that to the windshield, and so we'll go from there. So this is how my current installation looks like. So when you enter the car, it's a Dodge Grand Caravan 2014. You don't see a lot of cables, so I managed to avoid having cables on the side, which is really good. So also no cables down here. Everything comes out of the glove box. There's a thick cable here. Would have been nice to have a flat cable. So if you order that, look that you get a flat cable, not thick cable. So it's a little bit elevated here, but it's no problem. You can open, close easily. So, but a flat cable would be better here. So I glued one of the stickers here. I mean glued, it's just the original tape from the sticker one here. Then it goes above these blinds or shades, and then there's another sticker here, and then it goes down to the camera. So the camera, that's the rear camera on top. It has quite some good visibility, as you can see. It goes all the way to the side. It's a little bit hindered by the mirror, but not much. It's on top, actually. It's on top of the mirror, so visibility, as you will see, it's not so bad. Visibility, I mean the camera, this camera, the front camera, you have to make sure that it's below. If you have something like this, which is some kind of shade, it has to be below that. And this one, at the rear camera, you have to watch it's either below or above the back mirror. So that's a little bit difficult, but in this case it worked somehow. It's not perfect, but I'm quite happy with it, how it is now. So it is, for me, it's quite acceptable. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So what I almost forgot to say, the stickers, like this one here, you can see that, and this one here, these are from the original packaging, and they are having a hard time to stick. I mean, you can't do that like you see it in the first instance. You have to stick or to glue them. I mean, you can use the original tape. You don't need to put anything extra. You can use the original sticker, but don't put the cable into the bracket on the first day. So clean the you have to clean the window on the inside properly and then put on this bracket with the original sticker or the original glue and leave it for a couple of days, or at least 1 day, so it will have a much firmer hold. And only after 1 or couple of days you put the cable into this bracket, otherwise it won't stay, it will come off really soon. The alternate thing what you have by these things, I will put down the link to description, into this description. These are dedicated brackets. They are a little bit more expensive, but not too much, and these stick way better. So they stick right away. You don't have to wait for a couple of days or so. They stick much better. So it's definitely worth to buy these extra brackets with original 3M tape. Okay, now we do the test with the parking sensor. The most important thing is that we are on like autonomous power. I mean, the power has to come from the device itself, because when we are parked usually there's no power. So I've unplugged, and what we do, and we see there's no power at the moment, it's not turned on. So we just open the door and slam it, and hopefully it will turn on. So we'll see. And I think it's recording. Yeah, we'll see there's a red dot. We definitely can see that it's recording for a few seconds, and I think it will stop pretty soon. I don't know. I think it's I mean, I have set the length of the file for 5 minutes, but I don't think that it's recording for 5 minutes. Okay, that was not so long. And yeah, so it was definitely enough power stored automatically in the battery. There's probably a small battery or condenser or something like that. So enough power to make a recording when you are parked and somebody hits you.
So let's check the SD card when we take it out of the dash cam. Yeah, that's the root. So we have the car DV, and it has two folders. That's movie front and the movie rear. So you see the front, that are all the videos from the front, and here the videos from the rear. So the good thing is you have time, yeah, the year and months and date and time and really everything. Yeah, you even have like a abbreviation. RE means rear. When we have the front, we have the FR, that's the front. Yes, they are MP4, and yeah, they are good quality. The thing is, what we see here, I think I have the highest resolution, and this is always 1 minute. So here I've added the length of the video clips, and as you can see, there's 25 seconds and it's 38 gigabytes. Yeah, that means it consumes a lot of storage. So 1 minute consumes almost 100 gigabytes, megabytes, sorry, I'm totally wrong. 1 minute is almost 100 megabytes. 1 gigabyte is 10 minutes. If you have like 64 gigabytes of storage, which is common, like you can buy a 64 gigabyte SD card for about $10 in yeah, now around Christmas. Yeah, so that means you will have about 600 minutes, which are about 10 hours. So if you spend $10 on storage for a 10 gigabyte storage card, you will have 10 hours of recording, and after that it starts overwriting the oldest recording. So if you do a trip of 10 hours, you can record the whole trip. If it's more than 10 hours, you can't store everything except you choose a lower resolution. I'm not sure yeah, how low you can go. I think regarding what I have seen, you can't change a lot. If you take lower resolution, it will use higher frame rate, but maybe I will check that what the options are. What's interesting here, why do we have almost every time 1 minute and 1 second? So this is the default which I've been chosen from the menu. So you can choose a length between 1 and 5 minutes. I think that's 1, 2 or 5, something like that. I don't know. Lowest, the shortest is 1 minute. The longest is 5 minutes. It's a little bad that you can only choose 5 minutes as longest. So if you want to make a long ride like 2 hours and then make like a time lapse, it's difficult to do that. So anyway, after here I have chosen 1 minute. After 1 minute and 1 second it will stop and make a new file. So why do we have shorter videos? It's because I have chosen the motion activation, so you can turn on and or off the motion activation. So that's not the parking sensor, it's the motion thing. So when you're driving and you have to stop on a red light, it will stop recording. That's these videos here. We have a lot of red lights, so that's the reason why we have a lot of videos shorter than 1 minute. The problem is only when you stop in front of a red light and somebody hits you from behind, probably then it won't be recorded. So, and it's in the instructions, it says, yeah, you should not use as safety, for safety reason you shouldn't use that. So yeah, definitely I know what it is. It was not in the description why you shouldn't choose that. I didn't know what happens. Now I know it will stop when you stop moving, really. So but there can be accidents when you are standing still, so I suggest not to use that unless you have a really good reason to do that. So when you hit the button on the left side of the camera, it will make a still shot, one from the front and one from the back. So it will create a folder for the front pictures and one folder for the back pictures. And here we start with the first footage. It's footage by night. So I think the footage is really good, but it's depending on the quality or the cleanliness of the windscreen. So this is really, really important, especially when it's a little bit humid or cold outside. If you have a dirty window, it will look really dull or foggy, or yeah, it will reflect or deflect the colors. Everything won't look very sharp. So you have to clean. The best is if you clean the windscreen before you put on the camera. After that it will still work, but it's a little bit difficult. So that makes a huge difference. But apart from that, I'm really happy. I mean, the windscreen is quite old. It's not a new one. If you buy a new car or have a new car and a really clean windshield, the picture will be even better than what you see now. The second footage is with twilight. Yeah, so just still a little bit of daylight, but not so much. So the light of the car is already needed, and you can see that the image is still really good. Yeah, so all the colors are nice, it's sharp, it's, yeah, everything actually perfect. So usually how you really want that. And this is daylight, but in a really, really difficult situation. It's backlight, and so it's really difficult, and some cameras are really having a hard time so you can see anything, but still it's quite good. I mean, of course there are some heavy reflections. It's impossible to have perfect view with such a backlight, but this still, the sky is blue, everything quite good visible, so I'm still happy also with this one. So here's a good sample where you see the difference with and without backlight while the sun is blocked by the bridge. But here we have a nice sample where we really have the sun in the back, not backlight, but light from the back, and that's a huge difference. It's the best, of course, what you can get at all. So everything is perfect here from my side. It's hard to get any footage from any other dash cam which is better than this. And this is a sample from still shot. So when you press the left button on the dash cam, it will make a still shot. And the good thing is the images are heavily compressed, so the thing is that means you don't need much storage regarding that. So in every case, you think it could be needed or it could be helpful to have a steady shot, I mean a still shot. You press the left button and you have something like this, and it uses almost no space, and the quality is about the same as with the video. I didn't see any difference actually at all. So bottom line, after checking everything, I'm really, really, really happy with this dash cam. I think I've made the right decision. I have now a proper installation. Everything works perfect. It turns on when I start the engine, turns off a little bit after I stop the engine. It will make a recording every time the camera shakes a little bit. So it means every time I open the door or close the door, it will record a little bit because of the parking damage sensor. That's good, but of course you have to turn on it and yeah, set everything correctly. And as they have described in the instruction manual, I would really strongly recommend to turn off the motion sensor. So in case you're standing still or you have stopped in front of a red light and somebody hits you, that you still have footage. The recording of the parking sensor takes a little bit long. I have stopped and I think it's about 4 seconds, but usually if somebody hits you while you're parked, it's hard to escape within 4 seconds. So there's a huge chance that you will still see the car who hit you. So again, everything perfect, everything works exactly how I want. It's an awesome thing and I can really only recommend it. And I'm not affiliated. I'm with this company. I'm not paid for the review or the video. It's just my honest opinion. It's perfect. I just recommend buying these additional four things like the additional USB cable, then you need extra clips for the windscreen, then you need the data protection stick, and of course a large micro USB no micro USB storage card with at least 32 gigabytes or better 64 gigabytes. But I will put down all the links to Amazon so you can order it right from the description and you don't have to search for a long time. It's exactly what I have bought and I'm really happy with it. So I hope I have covered now everything. It was a lot. I hope you're still here and followed me. So if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.